back line is called the jam
Lowry
line,
from
and
Scotland.
jammers must start each jam behind them.
Trying to plow.
The S1 Lifer helmet, the fusion foam is crushing that energy and dispersing it out and reducing it 4 times the amount the soft foam helmet did. The S1 Lifer helmet, a better, safer helmet. In 2010, we took soft foam helmets from every brand, including S1, into the testing lab and discovered that every single one of them failed current helmet safety standards. This is a soft foam helmet. It has a hard plastic outer shell and soft foam inserts. The problem with soft foam helmets is that impact energy travels directly through these helmets and rattles the brain. Soft foam helmets do not pass high impact or multiple impact certification tests. After learning this information, we set out to make a better, safer helmet. What we created was the S1 Lifer helmet with fusion foam. We make fusion foam by blending low, medium, and high density beads together to make our impact reducing inner foam mold. The inner foam mold is what does all the impact dispersion in the S1 Lifer helmet. We batch test every production run of helmets to ensure the quality and consistency of every S1 Lifer helmet made. Get a Lifer, be a Lifer.
Join the WFTDA in supporting UN Women and the One Win Leads to Another campaign through our new giving program, We Believe. One Win Leads to Another uses sports to develop leadership and economic skills in young women and girls. We believe roller derby can change the world. To learn more, go to WFTDA.com/donate.
What I really like about S1 knee pads is they're not only comfortable, but they're reliable. They're long-lasting, and I don't have to worry about my knees. And that's something that is really, really important in this sport because you need your knees to be able to do it. Not having to worry about that, it's awesome. My name is Bala Shotkaller. I skate for Team USA, and S1 is part of my uniform.
Protect yourself from impact. Skate smart and hard. Stay
cover catcher, which allows for multiple covers to be worn with easy on-off. The outside lens has an anti-scratch coating, while the inside has an anti-fog coating. The outer shell is equipped with in-mold mounting hardware, so that the visor can be removed and replaced if needed. The S1 Lifer Visor Helmet, where innovation and function are actualized.
I really enjoy my experience with the S1 knee pads. I may fall and take weird tackles as jammers do, but I know for sure that there's support, that my articulations are going to stay held together. They don't fall, they don't slide. I'm very satisfied. I love my pads. I'm Miracle Whips. I skate for Team Canada, and S1 is part of my uniform.
I've been skating in the S1 knee pads for about 2 years now, and they came to me as a real game changer. I damaged my knees over a period of years from both ramp skating and roller derby, taken a couple of bad falls, and because of the S1 knee pads, I was able to rehab my knees while still skating, so I didn't actually have to take a break. They stay up really well, they absorb the shock, and they just completely protect my knees. I'm Lady Trample. I skate.
Is the totally redesigned Lifer Visor Helmet from S1. Featuring our patented fusion foam, this helmet has the impact protection you've come to expect from an S1 helmet and is both multiple impact and high impact certified. Our new custom visor is made with a high impact polycarbonate lens, which is optically correct and features our patented cover catcher, which allows for multiple covers to be worn with easy on-off. The outside lens has an anti-scratch coating, while the inside has an anti-fog coating. The outer shell is equipped with in-mold mounting hardware, so that the visor can be removed and replaced if needed. The S1 Lifer Visor Helmet, where innovation and function are actualized.
I really enjoy my experience with the S1 knee pads. I may fall and take weird tackles as jammers do, but I know for sure that there's support, that my articulations are going to stay held together. They don't fall, they don't slide. I'm very satisfied. I love my pads. I'm Miracle Whips. I skate for Team Canada, and S1 is part of my uniform.
I've been skating in the S1 knee pads for about 2 years now, and they came to me as a real game changer. I damaged my knees over a period of years from both ramp skating and roller derby, taken a couple of bad falls, and because of the S1 knee pads, I was able to rehab my knees while still skating, so I didn't actually have to take a break. They stay up really well, they absorb the shock, and they just completely protect my knees. I'm Lady Trample, I skate for Team Aotearoa, and S1 is part of my uniform.
Women's flat track roller derby is played on a variety of floors and surfaces, including concrete, sport court, and wood. The track layout is 108 feet by 75 feet and is flat and oval. It also includes both outside lane and infield area for officials. You'll notice there are two primary lines across one side of the straightaway on the track. The back line is called the jammer line, and jammers must start each jam behind that line on the track. The other line is called the pivot line, and blockers start the jam anywhere on the track between the jammer line and the pivot line. Once the jam starts, the skaters are allowed to skate forward, past these lines, and start making contact. But they must stay on the track at all times, if they can help it.
Unleash your inner beast with the Radar Halo.
One of the most advanced, scientific, and accurate ways to show how much better the S1 Lifer helmet is versus the traditional soft foam skate helmet is to actually test these in an accredited, independent, third-party testing facility. This is the S1 Lifer helmet, which is constructed with our patented blend of EPS fusion foam. This is a traditional soft foam skate helmet, which is constructed with soft foam inserts. We're going to put helmets onto this head form that has an accelerometer in it that measures impact energy. The head form is connected to a computer that measures the amount of impact that gets to the head in a simulated impact. Basically what you're seeing is that the soft foam helmet is allowing the impact energy to go directly through the helmet and get to the head form. With the S1 Lifer helmet, the fusion foam is crushing that energy and dispersing it out and reducing it 4 times the amount the soft foam helmet did. The S1 Lifer helmet, a better, safer helmet. In 2010, we took soft foam helmets from every brand, including S1, into the testing lab and discovered that every single one of them failed current helmet safety standards. This is a soft foam helmet. It has a hard plastic outer shell and soft foam inserts. The problem with soft foam helmets is that impact energy travels directly through these helmets and rattles the brain. Soft foam helmets do not pass high impact or multiple impact certification tests. After learning this information, we set out to make a better, safer helmet. What we created was the S1 Lifer helmet with fusion foam. We make fusion foam by blending low, medium, and high density beads together to make our impact reducing inner foam mold. The inner foam mold is what does all the impact dispersion in the S1 Lifer helmet. We batch test every production run of helmets to ensure the quality and consistency of every S1 Lifer helmet made. Get a Lifer, be a Lifer.
Join the WFTDA in supporting UN Women and the One Win Leads to Another campaign through our new giving program, We Believe. One Win Leads to Another uses sports to develop leadership and economic skills in young women and girls. We believe roller derby can change the world. To learn more, go to WFTDA.com/donate.
What I really like about S1 knee pads is they're not only comfortable, but they're reliable. They're long-lasting, and I don't have to worry about my knees. And that's something that is really, really important in this sport because you need your knees to be able to do it. Not having to worry about that, it's awesome. My name is Bala Shot Collar. I skate for Team USA, and S1 is part of my uniform.
Protect yourself from impact. Skate smart and hard. Stateswear, making contact wear for women since 2014.
Did you know that by the time I'm 14, I'm twice as likely to drop out of sports as a boy my age?
Playing roller derby has helped me overcome anxiety,
Helped me to be more outgoing at school, get more self-confident,
and feel good about myself.
and Girls on Track wants to help more girls like me have a chance to succeed
by improving access to junior roller derby.
Help Girls on Track break down barriers, so girls like us can break down walls.
Learn more, get involved, and donate at girlsontrackfoundation.org.
This is the totally redesigned Lifer visor helmet from S1. Featuring our patented fusion foam, this helmet has the impact protection you've come to expect from an S1 helmet and is both multiple impact and high impact certified. Our new custom visor is made with a high-impact polycarbonate lens, which is optically correct and features our patented cover catcher, which allows for multiple covers to be worn with easy on-off. The outside lens has an anti-scratch coating, while the inside has an anti-fog coating. The outer shell is equipped with in-mold mounting hardware so that the visor can be removed and replaced if needed. The S1 Lifer visor helmet, where innovation and function are actualized.
I really enjoy my experience with the S1 knee pads. I may fall and take weird tackles as jammers do, but I know for sure that there's support, that my articulations are going to stay held together. They don't fall, they don't slide. I'm very satisfied. I love my pads. I'm Miracle Whips. I skate for Team Canada, and S1 is part of my uniform.
I've been skating in the S1 knee pads for about 2 years now, and they came to me as a real game changer. I damaged my knees over a period of years from both ramp skating and roller derby, taken a couple of bad falls, and because of the S1 knee pads, I was able to rehab my knees while still skating, so I didn't actually have to take a break. They stay up really well, they absorb the shock, and they just completely protect my knees. I'm Lady Trample, I skate for Team Aotearoa, and S1 is part of my uniform.
Women's flat track roller derby is played on a variety of floors and surfaces, including concrete, sport court, and wood. The track layout is 108 feet by 75 feet and is flat and oval. It also includes both outside lane and infield area for officials. You'll notice there are two primary lines across one side of the straightaway on the track. The back line is called the jammer line, and jammers must start each jam behind that line on the track. The other line is called the pivot line, and blockers start the jam anywhere on the track between the jammer line and the pivot line. Once the jam starts, the skaters are allowed to skate forward, past these lines, and start making contact. But they must stay on the track at all times, if they can help it.
Unleash your inner beast with the Radar Halo.
So the World Cup is in Manchester this time around, and I grew up really close to Manchester. I grew up in a little village about 20 miles away. I used to go out to Manchester on nights out, and I would go to gigs there. And Manchester's an amazing place. I have friends there who I've known for 20 plus years. I'm really excited to go back home and play a World Cup in my hometown.
Mic drop.
Oh, we should be live, right? You ready?
He's going to be hitting the open right here in just a minute.
Okay.
It's half 3 by the clock of Big Ben. Also half 3 in Cardiff, Wales. 10:30 a.m. in New York City and 7:30 in the morning in the great Pacific Northwest of the United States. And no matter where you are around the world, it is a great time for Derby. Hello everyone and welcome to Event City in Manchester at the Blood and Thunder track for the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. We are in phase 2 along with Muffin Tumble and our producer Archie. It is great to have you here. I am Cecil B. Puff Daddy, and what a great matchup we have. Team USA absolutely stacked. Wales a hardworking team, Muffin.
I agree, Cecil. I'm very excited about this bout. I think Team USA is going to do their thing. They are, of course, favored in this bout, but Wales did some good things yesterday, and I'm excited to see how they do today.
Quickly, let's go through the Wales roster, then we'll go through USA.
Skating in red, number 011, Bexen. Number 106, Optimus. Number 11, Nikilla. Number 13, Boris. 15, Sleazy Rider. Number 17, Jen Kill. Number 191, Jones. Number 316, Thrill Collins. Number 354, Hook. Number 44, Gabrielle. Number 62, Pip Gray. Number 7, Mort. Number 777, Sally Jones.
For Team USA, now known as USA Roller Derby. That's very important. USA Roller Derby. It's Carmen Getsom, number 12. 143 is Baller Shot Caller. Number 16, Asia Gare. Number 18, V Diva. Number 3, Satan's Little Helper. Number 307, Shayna Sarelson. Number 33, Lacey Knight. 340, Bobby Thunders, the legend. Number 4, Jess Rivas. Number 43, Cassie Beck. 50 is Scald Eagle. 6, Not Rocket Science. 68, Sexy Slady. 77, Lauren Much. And the captain is number 99, Tracy Akers. We are ready. It is USA Roller Derby in white. It is Team Wales in red. Let's play Derby.
First up on the cheese ball bearings start line, that is Boris, number 13, against Lauren Much, number 77.
Lauren Much looking for the outside line, trying to get around, gets a nice block from Sexy Slady, and Lauren Much is your first lead jammer. Lauren from the Rose City Rollers. And she was called for a forearm, and cutting the track is the call against Boris. So already 2 penalties, and we're only 20 seconds into the game.
That's a lot of action so far, and we have a dancer of jammers switching places in the penalty box. Boris is known for jamming every jam for Team Wales since the road to Manchester.
Lauren Much almost taken down by 191 Jones, but is able to keep her feet. Much from the famous Rose City Rollers of Portland, Oregon. 3-wall against Much. Trying to keep her back is 191 Jones again, but again, 4 more points for Lauren Much.
106 Optimist going to the penalty box for 3-pack advantage for Team USA roller derby.
And cutting the track as Much had that skate just go outside of play. Muffin, I know that has to be really frustrating when you think you have that tightrope done nicely, but not quite.
And she's already released from the penalty box. She may have went in error. I thought it was going to be 2 penalties in a row just in the first jam.
I saw it cutting the track from one of the officials, so I'm not exactly sure what that was. Maybe they were calling it on another skater, perhaps?
Maybe so. But she's through again. 14 points so far scored so far this jam for Lauren Much. She's quickly through again on the inside lane, hardly touched.
20, oh, excuse me?
18 points so far, I'm sorry.
No problem, 15 seconds in the jam. Much to the outside, goes down low, getting around. I believe that was Bexon for 4 more points. As jam number 1 has been action-packed, and it's getting ready to come to a close.
Boris never even got out, but anyway, 26 points for USA Roller Derby, 0 points for Team Wales, and that is just the first jam of this game.
Taking the cheese ball start line will be number 7, Mort, against, can you call her anything but a legend, Bonnie Thunders. Taking the jam for Team USA as we have an official timeout.
And you may know Bonnie Thunders from Gotham or her new home in Portland. And we are at the Blood and Thunder track. Blood and Thunder, whose belief is life's better on roller skates. Visit them at bloodandthunder.com for roller derby inspired apparel.
And thanks to all our great sponsors here for the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. Cecil B. Puff Daddy along with Muffin Tumble and Archie, our producer. Muffin Tumble, you may not know, a skater on Team Korea, so we actually have an experienced skater on the mic. It's so wonderful to have that kind of knowledge here on this call.
Thank you so much, and it's really nice to have an experienced announcer. I'm so impressed with you and your warm-up exercises, and I'm just really happy to be working with you, Cecil.
Thank you very much. Jess Rivas and Bonnie Thunders having a little bit of a chat. Mort is the jammer for Team Wales in red, and we are about ready to get back underway.
1 more point awarded to Team USA Roller Derby on that last jam, so it's 27 points. Mort at the front of the pack.
Mort trying to work against Asia Gare, who is just bottling her up. And breaking through, Bonnie Thunders, and also Mort! And Mort is in front, but Bonnie Thunders says, no soup for you. Calls off the jam.
So we'll have 0 points scored on that one. We will start again, 27 USA Roller Derby, 0 points for Team Wales.
These 2 teams have a mutual opponent from phase 1. Remember, 30-minute games. USA Roller Derby defeating France 166-47, while Wales lost to that same France team 185-54. Satan's Little Helper, otherwise known as Davila, at the start line, going up against Sally Jones.
And that is Davila, lead jammer for Team USA Roller Derby, spreading her wings and flying through for her first scoring pass.
She's known for her footwork and juking ability, and her workout videos on Instagram representing Angel City Roller Derby out of Los Angeles, California.
I do follow her on Instagram, and she is one strong lady, and she is through grand slam for Satan's Little Helper.
It is amazing watching V-Diva, Vanessa Seitz, out there in front, just orchestrating. And look at that toe stop, touch, but knocked out by 106. Optimus with a prime block out of bounds.
Great blocking by Optimus. We almost thought Satan had it, but she had to start over. Ooh, another takedown by Davila.
There is a player on the Wales roster that I did not have, and that was the person who had that last hit, and that is number 1, Dos Santos. So credit where credit is due.
Satan's Little Helper getting taken out of bounds 3 times, but still getting all 5 points on that last run. She is up to 10 points so far this jam, but Wales really doing a good job of taking her out.
Another scoring pass coming through. Satan's Little Helper tries to get around Jones. Will call off the jam. And as you'd expect, a pretty high scoring jam. Take a look at the toe stops right there, just staying in, but being hit out by Optimus. That was an amazing effort, both offensively and defensively.
Definitely beautiful footwork.
Number 17, Jen Kill from Wales, from the Riot City Ravens against Scald Eagle.
Scald Eagle doing what she does easily for lead jammer status.
So used to saying she's from the Rose City Rollers, now with Denver Roller Derby.
She's done so much for Denver already. They just moved up in the rankings as soon as her and Bron Swanson moved over there. Denver was already a well-established team, but they've really just improved just with those 2 players.
And Bron Swanson and Eagle sisters, so it makes perfect sense why they would be moving together. Eagle spinning around, and look at her go. That's a 5 in the sky for Scald Eagle.
A little penalty trouble for USA Roller Derby. That is Carmen Getzem being joined. Oh! We have a jammer out of the pack for Team Wales.
Yes, Jen Kill gets out of the pack, but Scald Eagle, with cruelty in her mind, calls off the jam.
Cruelty and 13 more points for USA Roller.
Take a look at the way Scald Eagle just almost does a do-si-do around. It's just so beautiful to watch.
So beautiful, like a hip whip. It was really
a hip whip, yes, exactly.
Jamming for the second time, that is Lauren Much for USA Roller Derby. And back on the line, that is Boris.
Boris from Rebellion Roller Derby. I don't believe we're going to get to see one this afternoon, but they're known for their exaggerated call-offs. I would love to see one, honestly, because that would mean that Wales was able to get through. Cutting the track is the call against Boris, and Lauren Much out on the power jam.
It took her about 28 seconds to get out, so it took a little bit of work, but here she comes on her first scoring pass.
Much with some juking, trying to get around 191 Jones, and the penalties are even right now at 6 penalties apiece.
Yes, that was a forearm penalty on Jones. It did look like she grabbed Much's shoulder on that, but look at Much. Oh, foiled on a... Oh, she's going to call off the jam, but her apex jump was foiled by number 6. That is... Oh, we have her marked off too. Yatel is actually skating today.
Well, no, we did see some scratched off on our official roster, but we will be picking them back up, I guess. Here's Bonnie Thunders on a power start for USA Roller Derby. We've played about a little over 9 minutes, 64-0. And we have had some scoreless games here in Roller Derby World Cup 2018. England over Team ZA yesterday. But even talking to some of the Team ZA players, they said greatest games of their life, just getting to skate against England. I'm sure the Wales team might be a little starstruck, but even in their social media, they go, yep, this is USA Roller Derby, and now we'll absolutely to be talking about Boris after the Star Stash getting out, and Bonnie Thunders is just keeping an eye.
Boris on their first scoring pass. Boris through, but not getting to score. 0 points for Team Wales. 9-point jam by Bonnie Thunders, taking them to 73 points.
So just before the game, Team Wales tweeted this. Okay, yep, this USA Roller Derby roster is pretty stacked. I see how it is. No big deal at all at RDWC 2018. Hashtag follow the fire. They have the right attitude for this.
It's going to take attitude just to even face this team, and they're doing well, but it looks like Satan Little Helper is back on the jam line, and that is Mort jamming in red for Team Wales.
Inside line for Satan's Little Helper to get lead jammer status. And as we take a look at the back, jammer is out! Mort is out for Team Wales.
There's a lot of red over on the other side of the track. There's many fans for Wales over here, cheering on their team as they escape the pack. They did not score, but got 4 points on the board for Satan's Little Helper.
And you can see how Mort was able to get out, and just as she gets around the outside, just beautifully done with the toe stops.
Yeah, that was really good. And just if you could hear the crowd noise, it was very exciting. They have a lot of support here today. Team Wales does.
Have you met Sally Jones? Well, now you have, because she's jamming for Team Wales from Leeds Roller Derby, has represented Wales in 3 different sports for her country. That's pretty cool. And also pretty cool, the Derby crush of almost an entire world, Scald Eagle, heading around the outside, hopping on the inside, calls it off as Sally Jones was able to get out of the pack. But Team USA playing it very close to the best.
Oh yeah, quick 4 points. Clean and mean by Scald Eagle, taking them to 81 points. Team Wales holding at 0.
Lauren Much back to the cheeseball start line here on the Blood and Thunder track against number 17, Jen Kill. Jen Kill from the Riot City Ravens.
Team USA so far doing a 4-jammer rotation. We have lead jammer status going to Lauren Much.
Jen Kill up at the front of the pack. Hello, how are you? Good to see you as I wave at you. Jen Kill trying to get around Sexy Slady. That is a very difficult thing, but when V-Diva is also up there, are you kidding me? That blocking wall?
Lauren Much quickly through for another Grand Slam. That's 10 more points on the scoreboard for USA Roller Derby.
Muffin, a little bit different from the early jams where they took the full 2 minutes, gathering as much as they can, but seem to be playing a little bit more conservatively now.
Yeah, definitely. They're hitting it and quitting it. But look who's next. That's Bonnie Thunders jamming in white against Boris. Boris is back.
Boris jammed in every game for Wales in the Road to Manchester tournament. Bonnie Thunders, of course, has a resume, but the story right now is the fact that Boris is out of the pack and in contention to score before Bonnie Thunders calls it off. It almost seems cruel, but it's just great strategy for USA Roller Derby.
Yep, another quick 4 points, taking them to 95 points. Team USA, 0 points for Wales.
And there you're able to hear the fans of Team Wales almost with an Aussie-like chant. Number 3, Satan's Little Helper on the cheeseball start line as they get underway, and Satan's Little Helper will get out as the lead jammer.
And Mort's still stuck in the pack in their initial pass.
Having to go up against Tracy Akers, the captain of USA Roller Derby.
But Mort is out. Let's see if, no, they're not going to let them score, of course. They're going to, oh, looking to the bench. Satan's Little Helper is going to continue after scoring 4 points. Yes, they're going to call it off. Holding Team Wales to 0 points again. Double nines, 99 for USA Roller Derby.
Now phase 2, somewhat similar to phase 1, but after the 2 games played in phase 2, we will determine the top 16 teams that will move on to the quarterfinals, which will start tomorrow here in Manchester. Sally Jones, Scald Eagle, your jammer duo at the cheese ball start line. Scald Eagle moving against a very difficult tripod. They're holding her back. Look at the job that Team Wales is doing, being able to hold Scald Eagle at least that long, and not many teams are able to hold Scald Eagle for even 15 seconds. Well done by Team Wales.
Oh, Sally Jones almost out of the pack, but getting foiled at turn number 2.
Recycling because it's good for all of us and because she was pretty sure she went out of the track.
Oh, another hard hit on Sally Jones. Scald Eagle weaving through.
Baller shot caller goes to the penalty box. And no pass, no penalty called against Sally Jones. So Sally Jones is out of the pack. Scald Eagle engaged. Gets a shirt whip courtesy of Sexy Slady. Calls it off as she spins around Evans for some final points.
14-point jam by Scald Eagle, taking them to 113. And look at this instant replay. Ooh.
Huge hit with V Diva involved. Vanessa Seitz, one of the names that everyone seems to know in Derby, now playing with Gotham after playing for Philly for a long time.
And newly engaged. She got engaged just a couple weeks ago.
This past season was her last one playing at the Division I level as she's retiring, so we're getting to see a legend playing in some of her final action. Here's Lauren Much getting the lead jammer status for USA Roller Derby.
Jen Kill still stuck on her initial pass.
Baller shot caller has her bottled up along with Asia Gare. I mean, that is like Christmas wrapping right there. One more shove from Asia Gare and recycling will be done.
Asia Gare is another skater that is retiring after this tournament, unfortunately. But Lauren Much through again. That is 2 Grand Slams.
Much coming to the back and ducks under. Duck and cover and score your points, Lauren Much.
Beautiful London Bridges move by her and 15 more points.
And after a little bit of a star stash, Jen Kill is out, but Lauren Much will calm that situation quite quickly.
Yep, so it takes them to 128 points. We have Team Wales still holding at 0, but still fighting the good fight.
If you have something to talk about regarding the Roller Derby World Cup 2018, go to hashtag RDWC 2018. We want to hear from you and the fine-looking fans here at Event City in Manchester at the Blood and Thunder track.
Did you know that at age 14 girls are dropping out of sports at twice the rate of boys? We think roller derby can help change that stat. Learn more at girlsonthetrackfoundation.org, girlsontrackfoundation.org.
Having an athletic background helps you in all sorts of sports. My daughter was able to play basketball for quite a while, and it just really helped her focus on her school. And it's great to see women athletes getting wonderful opportunities. I know over in the States, a lot of great opportunities and scholarships for sports, and I know all around the world it just keeps you focused, and well done for that foundation.
Oh, for sure, we're glad to have it. So correction on that last score, it was actually 19 points scored by Lauren Much. It's 132 points for USA Roller Derby, and Team Wales holding it 0.
Penalties, 10 for USA Roller Derby and 9 for Wales. Bonnie Thunders against Boris on this jam.
Bonnie Thunders through for lead jammer status for Team USA Roller Derby.
And Bonnie Thunders' role has changed a lot over the years. She used to be the go-to scorer for any team that she played on. But now it's very much a strategy situation with Bonnie. She'll score the points, but she'll also call it off at the perfect time.
Oh, because she's such a smart skater. Like, she lives and breathes roller derby. And she keeps scoring them points. That's 2 grand slams, and she's going to call it off. That is a conservative move because Boris never got out of the pack.
So as we were talking about, a little bit of strategy. Look at the blocking from Team USA, Sexy Slady, and hello! That was quite the hit. Almost could have been a back block, but it wasn't. It's not rocket science from the Jacksonville Roller Girls. Jacksonville, Florida, now having her first jam of the competition this afternoon, going up against Mort, and it's not rocket science.
Is your lead jammer.
Out of the pack.
That is Mort. Mort is out and getting a huge, huge ovation from her fans. Oh, but denied any points.
But it's not rocket science, it's just good jamming for USA Roller Derby as the spin from Snot Rocket Science, almost looking like a ballerina on toe stops. Pretty amazing. 23 points for Satan's Little Helper as she steps to the cheese ball start line, going up against 777. That is Sally Jones. Great block by Dos Santos. Also joining in for Wales, number 6, Chantel.
And lead jammer status going to Satan's Little Helper. Sally Jones still stuck in the pack.
Satan's Little Helper, 2 blockers to go. Gets around Chantel and picks up 5 in the sky, a grand slam.
Beautiful fighting moves that she bobbed and weaved out over and under those blockers at turn number 2.
Once again, the pack getting out of whack is everything that Jones and Chantel do, they can't do as the pack just gets spread on out.
10 quick points for Davila on that last run. 155 for USA Roller Derby. Team Wales holding it 0.
Just about 10 minutes to go in the first half of play. Cecil B. Puff Daddy joined by Muffin Tumble and Archie, our producer, from the Blood and Thunder track at Event City in Manchester. The crowds that you see are the crowds that we've seen literally all 2 days. Amazing that it's pretty much a sellout everywhere you look. Scald Eagle against Sally Jones, and of course, Scald Eagle is your lead jammer.
Quick little power start. I didn't see Jones go to the penalty box that last jam, but she did. But she is already out, and she is through the pack. Sally Jones through her initial pass.
Scald Eagle gets through, scores a couple of points, and then just doesn't give Ms. Jones any bit of opportunity to score. And we have a 162-0 score. A bit what we expected, but the excitement comes whenever one of those Team Wales jammers gets out of the pack. Leading scorer for USA Roller Derby, Lauren Much with 51 points, and we'll add to that total here. Scald Eagle went into that last jam with 31 points. Can you imagine the danger when those two were teammates? I mean, back in the Rose City days, obviously they're teammates here, but.
Oh yeah. And then we have a second grand slam for Lauren Much, 10 points so far this jam. Jen Kill still stuck on her initial pass. Lauren Much sneaking around on the outside. I don't think they even saw her on that one, but that is 5 more points for Lauren Much.
It is amazing to watch the blockers as two USA Roller Derby blockers go down, and Bala Shot Caller will catch Jen Kill.
Definite
in a cutting the track, yes. Baller Shot Caller from the Atlanta Roller Girls started her career with Gold Coast Derby Girls out of Fort Lauderdale. And her mom actually organizes Beach Brawl most years down in Fort Lauderdale, one of the great tournaments held in Florida.
Oh, I love in roller derby when they keep it in the family. So this will be a power start in favor for USA Roller Derby. That is Bonnie Thunders jamming in white. Jen Kill will start this next jam in the penalty box. Bonnie Thunders sneaking through on the inside for lead jammer status.
And if you ever wonder where Bonnie Thunders is able to find such wonderful skates, she has her own skate shop. Pretty easy to do that.
Oh yeah, 5 Stride Skate Shop. They've been around a while. She has her new shop now in Portland. Still has one in New York, but that is another Grand Slam. That is 2. I believe that's 2.
Honorable mention, Jammer of 2017 by Derby Apex. Still moving her way through, but you see the action going on as the Star Stash by Jen Kill trying to get around Asia Gare, and a big hit courtesy of Gray, sending Bonnie Thunders to the floor. Jen Kill coming around, but too little too late. Called out by Bonnie Thunders as we have just over 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Yep, 14-point jam by Bonnie Thunders on that run. 191 for USA Roller Derby, 0 for Team Wales. We still have 6 minutes left in this first half. Satan's little helper lined up to jam for Team USA Roller Derby. And that is Boris back on the jam line.
Outside line for Satan's little helper.
Spinning to win for lead jammer status for USA Roller Derby.
Now trying to get out Boris, and Boris gets out of the pack.
Satan's little helper getting caught up at turn 1, but already back at it. Oh, calling off the jam.
Boris so close there.
So close. Denied again. Wales being denied points every jam. And that was the 20th jam of this period. 194 for USA Roller Derby, 0 for Wales.
Scald Eagle and Mort having a conversation, having a little fun there. I'm almost wondering how serious that shoving match is. Scald Eagle breaking through.
She saw that path and she took it. She is your lead jammer.
Scald Eagle plays a lot like a tailback in American football, just knowing where the proper holes are and able to just get on through.
But did you see those graceful tippy toes on the inside line as she went through too?
Not so much like a tailback in football, but like, just beautifully done, just like knowing exactly where to go.
Oh yeah, like a gazelle or an eagle. 5 more points for Scald Eagle. That is 10 so far this jam.
Out of the pack. And now putting the star back on is number 7, Mort. But Scald Eagle, with a smile on her face, calls it off.
14 more points on that last jam. 208 for USA Roller Derby. Look at this play. Boom. Oh, cute.
So gentle, so dainty, and so dangerous.
Next up, that's Jen Kill jamming in red against Lauren Much.
Much coming into this jam with 66 points. Scald Eagle with 51 so far. Bonnie Thunders with 37. Wales leading in the penalty competition when you don't want to be winning in, 12-10. USA with 4 power jams today, 2 for Wales.
Lauren Much, that's a grand slam. 5 points on the board for this jam for Lauren Much.
Lauren is just so smooth. She's like the American version of Stephanie Maney, almost looking like she's out there for a stroll in the park.
Yeah, she's got great style, and look at that. Oh my gosh, no one even saw her. She just snuck right through the inside line. 5 more points, that's a 15-point jam, and the jam is called. 223 for USA Roller Derby, 0 for Team Wales.
The blocking by Tracy Akers was just phenomenal.
Ooh, is that for this game?
Oh, that was from the other track. I said, did something happen that we didn't see?
That is the Team France versus Team Mexico is behind us. So Bonnie Thunder's back on the jam line against.
That's Nakila.
Oh, Nakila, first time jamming. The Bonnie Thunder's Israeli jammer. Nakila out of the pack, about a half a lap behind. Let's see if Bonnie Thunder lets her do anything. No, she doesn't. The jam is called.
You almost wonder if Team USA have rear navigation cameras on the back of their helmets knowing when to call it off at the perfect time.
Yeah, she definitely knew she was back there. She was like right at the back of the pack.
Yeah, Nakila, you saw there in the replay, just using every bit of energy that she could to get through.
Next up, that's Boris against Satan's Little Helper, 227 for USA Roller Derby.
They'll get a little bit of momentum as the rest of the team at the pivot line, and Satan's Little Helper takes that bit of strategy and makes it into a lead jammer. Meanwhile, back in the pack, the battle is on, and out of the pack is Boris. Satan's Little Helper calling it off.
With style.
I almost think that the strategy, if you are Wales, is to keep the jammers so occupied that they don't know when to call it off while the other skater gets around. But the awareness of USA Roller Derby, just amazing. As I said, I think they have those rear navigation cameras.
And already we're at the 24th jam. Like, they've been calling it off so quickly. We're already at 24 jams so far. Actually 25. This is the 25th jam. 231 for USA Roller Derby. Scald Eagle out of the pack. And lead jammer already. But hot on her heels, that is Mort.
Mort has a huge smile on her face, but so does Scald Eagle. Scald Eagle calling. Did she get the call off? Did we get points scored? Oh, she called off just as she went to the inside of the track. 3 points for Team USA and none for Wales. So close.
Team Wales denied again.
Final jam of the first half, as it will be Jen Kill against Lauren Much. And they're underway in jam 26. Wow. Lauren Much able to pop right on out of the pack. Jen Kill trying to work her way around Sexy Slady and baller shot caller, and she does it.
Jen Kill out of the pack though. Lauren Much right behind her. Lauren Much calls off the jam after putting quick 4 points on the scoreboard. And it's halftime. We will start in 15 minutes. 238 points for USA Roller Derby, 0 for Team Wales.
And we will be back in just a few moments and give you some statistics and some of our thoughts on the first half, along with Muff and Tumble and our producer, Archie, Cecil B. Puff Daddy from the Blood and Thunder track at Roller Derby World Cup 2018.
So the World Cup is in Manchester this time around, and I grew up really close to Manchester. I grew up in a little village about 20 miles away. I used to go out to Manchester on nights out, and I would go to gigs there, and Manchester's an amazing place. I have friends there who I've known for 20 plus years. I'm really excited to go back home and play a World Cup in my hometown.
the most advanced
Women's flat track roller derby is played on a variety of floors and surfaces, including concrete, sport court, and wood. The track layout is 108 feet by 75 feet and is flat and oval. It also includes both outside lane and infield area for officials. You'll notice there are two primary lines across one side of the straightaway on the track. The back line is called the jammer line, and jammers must start each jam behind that line on the track. The other line is called the pivot line, and blockers start the jam anywhere on the track between the jammer line and the pivot line. Once the jam starts, the skaters are allowed to skate forward, pass these lines, and start making contact. But they must stay on the track at all times, if they can help it.
Join the WFTDA in supporting UN Women and the One Win Leads to Another campaign through our new giving program, We Believe. One Win Leads to Another uses sports to develop leadership and economic skills in young women and girls. We believe roller derby can change the world. To learn more, go to WFTDA.com/donate.
In 2010, we took soft foam helmets from every brand, including S1, into the testing lab and discovered that every single one of them failed current helmet safety standards. This is a soft foam helmet. It has a hard plastic outer shell and soft foam inserts. The problem with soft foam helmets is that impact energy travels directly through these helmets and rattles the brain. Soft foam helmets do not pass high impact or multiple impact certification tests. After learning this information, we set out to make a better, safer helmet. What we created was the S1 Lifer helmet with fusion foam. We make fusion foam by blending low, medium, and high density beads together to make our impact reducing inner foam mold. The inner foam mold is what does all the impact dispersion in the S1 Lifer helmet. We batch test every production run of helmets to ensure the quality and consistency of every S1 Lifer helmet made. Get a lifer, be a lifer.
I've been skating in the S1 knee pads for about 2 years now, and they came to me as a real game changer. I damaged my knees over a period of years from both ramp skating and roller derby, taken a couple of bad falls, and because of the S1 knee pads, I was able to rehab my knees while still skating, so I didn't actually have to take a break. They stay up really well, they absorb the shock, and they just completely protect my knees. I'm Lady Trample, I skate for Team Aotearoa, and S1 is part of my uniform.
This is the totally redesigned Lifer visor helmet from S1. Featuring our patented fusion foam, this helmet has the impact protection you've come to expect from an S1 helmet and is both multiple impact and high impact certified. Our new custom visor is made with a high impact polycarbonate lens, which is optically correct and features our patented cover catcher, which allows for multiple covers to be worn with easy on-off. The outside lens has an anti-scratch coating, while the inside has an anti-fog coating. The outer shell is equipped with in-mold mounting hardware, so that the visor can be removed and replaced if needed. The S1 Lifer visor helmet, where innovation and function are actualized.
Unleash your inner beast with the Radar Halo.
I really enjoy my experience with the S1 knee pads. I may fall and take weird tackles as jammers do, but I know for sure that there's support, that my articulations are going to stay held together. They don't fall, they don't slide. I'm very satisfied. I love my pads. I'm Miracle Whips, I skate for Team Canada, and S1 is part of my uniform.
Did you know that by the time I'm 14, I'm twice as likely to drop out of sports as a boy my age?
Playing roller derby has helped me overcome anxiety,
Helped me to be more outgoing at school, get more self-confident,
and feel good about myself.
and Girls on Track wants to help more girls like me have a chance to succeed
by improving access to junior roller derby.
Help girls.
Making contact wear for women since 2014.
And welcome back to the Blood and Thunder track at Event City, Manchester, England for Roller Derby World Cup 2018, a Phase 2 game where USA Roller Derby leads Wales 238-0, along with Muffin Tumble and Archie, our producer. It's great to have you along with us. And Muffin, kind of what we expected in the first half.
Yes, we did, with Team USA Roller Derby getting 100% lead jammer status that whole game and holding Team Wales to 0. We're about to start the second half.
I wanted to take a special moment here. Roller Derby lost a very, very dear friend in serious mischief, Tammy Carpenter, back in the Rat City Roller Girls, now Rat City Roller Derby. Serious mischief where number 9 Alpha, which has been permanently retired by Rat City. She lost a battle with depression, and many people loved her very much, including yours truly. When Roller Derby loses one of their own, we all face the heartbreak, so I just wanted to send a special thoughts out to Blaine and Tammy's entire family and all the Rat City Roller Girls and all of Roller Derby, because, as I said, when you feel a loss in one team, you feel a loss all across Derby. So thank you for letting me take that little personal moment out, as Lauren Much and Boris will start us off for the second half of action.
Team Wales fans still keeping it up, doing their cheer, sporting their red, supporting their team. 3 seconds to party time.
I have a special place in my heart for Wales because it's the home of Doctor Who. It's where they film all the Doctor Who episodes. Yes, I am a Whovian, and I am very excited that we finally have a female doctor. And out in front, Lauren Much, who's been pretty much the doctor of scoring points. Moving around the 3 wall, despite the fact that Dos Santos is doing her best. And here we go. Jammer out of the pack. It's Boris, and they are right on the tail of Lauren Much.
And with a little penalty trouble for Team USA, we have V-Diva joined by one other skater. So 4-2 pack advantage for Team Wales. Team Wales, oh my goodness, Boris. Boris getting knocked out of bounds, but Boris, I believe, is on the scoreboard for Team Wales.
I don't see any indication, but I thought Boris got by Sexy Slady and thought that Boris might have gotten that single point. They're fighting. Slady sends them off the track. Now V-Diva back to join. We know Lauren Much is scoring the points, but the story is at the back of the pack. Boris trying to get that single point, trying to get around Vanessa Seitz and Lauren Much and Tracy Akers. She's beyond baller shot caller, multiplayer block. 33 seconds still to go in the jam, and it is a power jam.
And the jam is called. It will be a power start for Team Wales, but Team Wales is on the scoreboard. Can you hear that crowd? 4 points. 4 points and many goosebumps in the house right now. Lauren Much doing her thing on the inside lane on that instant replay, but 4 points for Team Wales. Can you guys hear that crowd? 254 for USA Roller Derby.
It's just beautiful hearing the crowd. No more words need be said.
Bonnie Thunders is lead jammer. Well, not really yet. Now she is the lead jammer for Team USA. Power jam continues. Boris sitting out for the rest of her penalty.
But Boris, the hero of all of Wales roller derby right now. I know we've got some viewers from the Rose City Rollers, saw them tweeting earlier. Great to have you watching from around the world and from coast to coast in the USA, I'm sure.
Bonnie Thunders on her second scoring pass, getting caught up by Team Wales, doing a great 3-well, holding her back.
Hook doing a great job along with Bexon, but Hook, Bonnie Thunders goes down and the pack gets out of whack, so Thunders is released. And we turn our attention back to the back of the pack once again as Boris trying to move around. The difficult blocking of Jess Rivas.
Oh, Boris back to the penalty box. Her second power jam, this jam for USA Roller Derby.
And Bonnie Thunders, for one of the rare times, may let this jam go for the full 2 minutes.
Full 2 minutes and 3 Grand Slams, 15 points so far this jam.
Huge hit courtesy of Pip Gray, but there the officials are going to say, oh, it was not a clean hit though.
269, 18-point jam for Bonnie Thunders, 272 to 4 points for Wales.
Roller Derby World Cup brought to you in part by the new Rydell Solaris. Solaris, the performance you demand, the comfort you've been missing from Rydell. Power start for Satan's Little Helper, Davila, from Angel City in Los Angeles, California, as my friend Van Earl Wright would say. Tiptoe to the inside, and that's good for 4 points.
And Boris is jamming, third jam in a row due to penalties for Team Wales. Still on their initial pass.
Look at the backwards and sideways skating by Satan's Little Helper.
9 points scored so far by Satan's Little Helper.
I may have to check out the workout videos on Instagram. Those are some pretty nifty moves. And Satan's Little Helper calls it off.
14 points on that jam. 4 points for Wales, 286 for USA Roller Derby. Scald Eagle on the jam line for the first time this half against Mort.
Scald Eagle, along with her partner, Lady Trample, probably absolutely the first couple of roller derby, but they're so cute together.
They are so cute.
Oh my.
And so talented. Oh, a little trip up, but still lead jammer status goes to Scald Eagle. 4 lead jams in a row for this second half for USA Roller Derby. Mort out of the pack on her initial pass.
No pass, no penalty.
And no points for Wales. 0 points on that. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
And 290 for USA Roller Derby.
You were hopeful.
I was. Quick 4 points by Scald Eagle. It's not rocket science. I think this is her second time jamming today for USA Roller Derby. First time this period. She'll be jamming against Jen Kill. Jen Kill also first time jamming for the second half.
And away they go. Evans, the pivot, trying to help Jen Kill a little bit by starting on the cheese ball start line at the same time. And a lot of the action is taking place on the far side of the track. And I thought we might have seen a lead jammer opportunity, but no, it's not rocket science, is out.
And penalty trouble for Team Wales. 2 of their blockers sitting out for 30 seconds. A 4-2 pack advantage for USA Roller Derby. And grand slam for Snot Rocket Science. 5 more points for USA Roller Derby.
And Snot Rocket Science will call the jam off. Special thanks to all our sponsors and our volunteers and our officials and everybody making Roller Derby World Cup 2015, I'm going back in time, 2018, such a wonderful time. And a special happy birthday to one of the organizers from Rainy City Roller Derby, Beatrix. Happy birthday. You can hear Beatrix on one of our other broadcast calls later on today.
Bonnie Thunder's back on the jam line against Sally Jones.
Bonnie Thunder's in the first half, 41 points. And USA in the triple century mark right here.
Grand slam for Bonnie Thunders. 5 more points for USA Roller Derby. And they have a star pass for Team Wales.
And taking the star, number 316, Thrill Collins. Will we enjoy the thrill of a point, or will Bonnie Thunders play the villain and call it off just before she gets there?
I don't know.
She will.
I can feel it in the air tonight. Maybe not. 309, 9 quick points scored by Bonnie Thunders. 309 to 4 points for Wales.
Satan's Little Helper now taking her spot on the cheese ball start line. We haven't seen Lauren much in the second half, Jam. Jammed earlier, 101 points for Lauren Much. Maybe they're giving her a well-deserved rest as you see Baller Shot Caller, V-Diva, and Sexy Slady, the three blockers out there for Team USA, bottling up Nikilla.
But yes, that's a little helper dancing her way to lead jammer status for USA Roller Derby. It's Nikilla's first time jamming the second half.
Oh, they call that breaking ankles in basketball when you go one way and the player goes the other way, and that was a beautiful move by Satan's Little Helper. Star pass by number 6. That's Evans.
It's Gantel. So that's 2 jammer passes in a row by Team Wales, so maybe they're going to start using this strategy a little more.
And some players have their given name on the back of their jersey. Some have their derby name. Chantel has Evans, and Chantel is her derby name. So that's why we sometimes get a little confused. Let's take a look at the top scorers so far. Lauren Much with 101. Bonnie Thunders with 68. And Scald Eagle with 58. And Snock Rocket Science, I believe, will be getting a lot of jams in the second half. And she's able to get through for her lead jammer status. By far not her first.
No, and Mort's jamming in red for Wales. Mort's still on her initial pass.
Mort using the Star Stash strategy, which is used by a lot of European teams. I saw that really in use at the D2s in Pittsburgh. Penalty called against Bexon, who will take a seat in the sin bin, as they would say over here. But out of the pack is number 7, Mort, but it's not rocket science calling off the jam.
Denied again. 9 more points on the scoreboard for USA Roller Derby, taking them to 327. 4 points for Wales. 19 minutes left in this game.
Remember, if you're watching from around the world and you want to talk to us, hashtag that post at hashtag RDWC 2018. And here is Lauren Much, wanting to add to her 101 points up against Boris.
Boris, who is the only scorer so far for Wales. Lauren Much is out for lead jammer status. This is the third helmet cover pass for Team Wales. New jammer is Chantel.
And Chantel will be denied as well.
4 more quick points, 331 for USA Roller Derby. USA Roller Derby hitting it and quitting it again and again. We are already at jam 9 of this half.
Greetings to our viewers from around the world, especially in Houston, Texas, where we just got a little social post from a lot of legs there. Great to have you all along with us. No matter where you're watching, if it's early in the morning or in the middle of the day, or some people watching us in the middle of the night. Bless you for all your dedication to roller derby, and thank you for being with us. Bonnie Thunders jamming for USA Roller Derby. Jen Kill for Team Wales.
Bonnie Thunders held up for almost 20 seconds, but she is out for lead jammer status.
Asia Gare providing great blocking along with Jess Rivas. Jess Rivas, another one of those skaters who's getting ready to retire after an amazing career. Rivas from the Rose City Rollers, an honorable mention blocker of 2017 by Derby Apex.
Team Wales denied any points again. 340 points for USA Roller Derby. 9-point jam by Bonnie Thunders.
If you're looking for athletic wear to help kickstart your season, head over to Pivot Star online or here at the Roller Derby World Cup for some special World Cup flash sales. Alternative, athletic, awesome Pivot Star.
Chantel starting as a jammer this time instead of a pivot. She's already stashed the helmet cover, but Scald Eagle is out and your lead jammer.
So there's a couple of strategies to stashing the helmet cover. You want to talk a little bit about that?
It does distract. It distracts the blockers because they think they're going to pass to the pin. And look at that just happened. So it'll possibly move some blockers to their attention to the other jammer, the other pivot, and they didn't do it in time. We do have a new jammer for Team Wales. That is Sally Jones.
Scald Eagle calling the jam off after only 7 points. I know many teams that would love 7 points on a jam.
Like Team Wales, for instance, holding it 4 points. 3:47 for USA Roller Derby, 15 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game.
And Muffin, we've been talking about the strategy of star passes and Wales using it quite a bit.
Yes, they've used it 4 times. Team USA has not so much, 0 times. Penalties, Wales penalties are 22 right now. Team USA holding at only 12 penalties.
Boris trying to get around Rat City Roller Derby's Carmen Getsum and Asia Gare. And Boris able to break out and is out of the pack for Team Wales.
Satan little helper though, getting through quickly, calling off the jam. She did put 4 more points though on the scoreboard, 3:51 for USA Roller Derby.
It's like somebody puts a cupcake out on a table and you just have this wonderful craving for the icing and the flavoring, and it's the best thing you've ever tasted. And then somebody takes the last one. That's kind of the feeling when you're a Wales jammer out there.
Deny, deny, deny. And we're off. That is Lauren Much jamming in white against Mort. Mort versus Much. Much is through for lead jammer status for USA Roller Derby.
Mort the victim of a back block by V Diva and almost got out. Almost got out for lead jammer, but was sent to the inside on that back block.
Mort's still stuck on her initial pass, but Lauren Much out after scoring 5 more points for USA Roller Derby.
And Chantel will take the star to the helmet. Lauren Much moving around, calls off the jam. No points for Wales.
9 for USA, and that is the 3rd star pass for Team Wales so far this half.
Jen Kill against Bonnie Thunders, the duo here. As Revell is the leading tech performance equipment for women in contact sports, the Revelia, a bust and shoulders protection for women, ordered at the ISPO, the world's largest sports and innovation fair in the world. Start the revolution, the first brand for women in contact sports. RevelContactwear.com, hashtag make an impact.
And Bonnie Thunders is making an impact as lead jammer for this bout. Currently in the middle of her first scoring pass and through the pack. 5 points, but Jen Kell is out on her initial pass. Bonnie Thunders exactly 1 lap ahead of her, calling off the jam, holding Wales to 0 points on that jam.
Strong Athletic believes that every human has the right to celebrate their strength, play sports, be active, and find their power, speak their voice, and be seen. You can visit all the things that they do at strongathletic.com. A good look at the blockers for both teams as Scald Eagle and Nikilla start off from the cheese ball start line.
And just like that, Scald Eagle's already through the pack for lead jammer status. Nikilla jamming for the 2nd time this half, still stuck on her initial pass.
One of the things I love about Scald Eagle is the fact that she is so much an ambassador for Derby. She'll always take a picture. She's probably the most sought after, as I've said, the Derby crush of the world for most folks. And the fact that she's so nice, I mean, she even sent a good luck message to a friend of mine who was playing in her first roller derby game just because I asked her. That's the kind of person that she is. She's so beautiful in so many ways. Scald Eagle, thank you for being such a great part of Derby.
She's definitely one of my Derby crushes, and I love her sense of humor. Both her and Braun Swanson, I just love them, and they're very approachable. And she's just rocking out. This is, okay, 3 Grand Slams. She's through a 4th scoring pass, whipping around, hip whipping around.
Lacey Knight called for direction of play, and a star pass had taken place, but the pivot went right into the penalty box. I think that was Chantel.
Ooh, and she was wearing the pivot cover?
And,
no.
yeah, and the star. So it will be a power start. Do you think USA Roller Derby needs a power start? It's not rocket science. Will take one.
20-point jam by Scald Eagle on that last one.
Just a quick officials timeout taken. And don't forget RollerCon coming up later this summer. It's the ultimate party that happens in Vegas. You can get all the details, of course. You can find them everywhere. Just search for RollerCon.
And if you are in the building, they have a booth here. Ivana and Trish are in the building. Lauren Much through for, oh no, it's not rocket science. Is your lead jammer, Chantel. Power jam is over. Chantel is in the back. Oh no, she is stashing the helmet cover.
See, she even fooled you.
She sure did.
Fooled me too. The bright white helmet definitely didn't have a star on it. As you see, so much of the action takes place between turn 1 and turn 2.
Ooh.
And we have a forearm called against Not Rocket Science. That means if Chantel can get out, and she's got an opportunity, but a forearm is called. Chantel is out there against not many blockers at all. Here comes Chantel. Cassie Beck as the anchor to the tripod, around with Carmen Getzem and Asia Gare. An offensive block by Thrill Collins trying to break Chantel through, and she does!
Through, Chantel, oh no, denied again. Track cut penalty. She will fit out. The independent box is clear. It's not Rockets finished out her penalty.
But the question is, did she get any points before being called for cutting the track? Because it looked like she went by a couple. I'm pretty sure there was at least one USA Roller Derby player in the box. So I'll be interested to see if there's any points indicated when she comes out of the box. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's Not Rocket Science trying to get around Hook and Pip Gray. Some offensive blocking courtesy of Lacey Knight. And into the air, 3 points for Team Wales.
That takes them to the Big 7. Oh, and the crowd goes wild. 402 breaking the 4-century mark for USA Roller Derby. 7 points for Team Wales.
And timeout is called on the track. The officials talking over things with the captain, Tracy Akers from USA Roller Derby.
And don't forget, after the final game of the day, stay tuned to Roller Derby WorldCupLive.com for our Day 2 roundup show with some of our favorite moments, highlights, interviews with participants, and a live studio audience.
We'd love to have you join us for that if you happen to be listening in the building. And of course, watching around the world, try to give you a wrap-up of everything that's going on. I just heard Marty Skrull whoop whoop from somewhere. That was kind of cool. Anyway, those of you who know what I'm talking about will be smiling like a villain right now. Penalties, Wales 25, USA 14, including 3 in the second half. Wales has actually had the opportunity to have 3 power jams, USA with 7. As we continue to have folks check in from around the world, including one of my favorite announcers, PR Mageddon, watching from New Orleans.
Oh, I love PR.
And my good buddy from Assassination City, recently retired skater Sloan Gunman. Our top scorers, Lauren Much, 114. Bonnie Thunders with 84. Scald Eagle with 74. 402 points for USA Roller Derby against Team Wales. I have to say, this is actually a very good performance by Team Wales, considering I remember not so long ago in Dallas when Norway took on USA Roller Derby, and USA Roller Derby put up over 800 points.
Oh yeah, you were lucky enough to call that bout. So that is
and boy,
amazing.
was I tired at the end of that bout. Oh, the wave has started here in Manchester.
Oh, bring it our way. Oh, we got one. I saw Davila do it. Davila did the wave.
And here we go again. For those of you watching around the world, the wave was started by a gentleman by the name of Rob Weller, who used to be the host of Entertainment Tonight while he was a cheerleader at the University of Washington. While there was a lull in the break, or a lull in the action, he started to get all the fans up and out of their seats, starting the wave. So if you never knew how it started, blame Rob Weller.
Interesting factoid, I like it. Next on the jam line, we have a whole bunch of 777 is Sally Jones. 77 is Lauren Much. 7 points for Team Wales. 402 for USA Roller Derby. 8 minutes and 36 seconds left in this game as we begin Jam 16.
Muffin, the official review was actually arguing against a point scored by Wales where they believed that Wales was straddling the line on the last point, but the official said, no, Wales gets the point.
How generous, and wow, let's fight over that one point. Okay.
But to their credit, point differential being all that it is in the seedings for this tournament, USA not leading in that category. They were down around 4th or 5th coming into today. So in order to get that really good seeding, they want as much point differential as they can. So every little point counts.
It's true. Argentina was leading, and Australia was ranked 2nd. Australia then beat Argentina today handedly, changing that ranking.
In the breakfast show yesterday, I mentioned Argentina is one of my dark horse candidates for one of those teams that could surprise. Baller shot caller almost racing the outside jam ref to get back to the sin bin and calling the jam off. Team USA and 77 Lauren Much.
9 points for Lauren Much, 411 for USA Roller Derby, 7 for Team Wales.
123 points for Lauren Much today. Archie, thank you for that great stat. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Clock rolling here at Event City in Manchester. We are on the Blood and Thunder track. That is the Cheese Ball start line. And will we see a lead jammer? No. Boris called for cutting the track. And now.
But Boris, currently the high scorer for Team Wales, holding at 4 points. Power jam for Bonnie Thunders. Bonnie Thunders already halfway through on her first scoring pass.
Hook trying to deny points, unable to do that. And a grand slam for Bonnie Thunders. Stop us if you've heard that one before.
And she's through. It's 5 more points, 10-point jam so far.
Shayna Sarelson back blocking along with Carmen Getzem. Boris trying to move around them and doing a great job. Also out there, Cassie Beck. Baller shot caller also joining in. Star stash by Boris, but calling off the jam is Bonnie Thunders.
15 points scored by Bonnie Thunders on that last one. 426 points for USA Roller Derby.
And you see the agility of Bonnie Thunders there being knocked, I almost said into touch by Pip Gray. That would be a good soccer term perhaps, but maybe not in roller derby. Although Mixing the metaphors could be interesting.
And Pip Gray wants everyone to know that a goat ate her hat.
A goat ate her hat.
Oh, we have some Derby love on the line. That is Scald Eagle and her captain, Tracy Akers. Tracy Akers is the pivot. They're up to something, I'm sure.
Take a look at the faces of Derby, the dedication, the determination, and then the fans who are just showing their love. I remember at the end of the final of the last World Cup in Dallas, there was this dog pile picture that I had taken of all the England players, just one on top of the other, celebrating the fact that they had lost. They were celebrating the fact that they had played so well against the best team in the world, and they had achieved their life goal to represent their country in the best way possible. Yeah, we've got a 426-7 game here, but I guarantee you every member of Team Wales will remember this moment, remember this time playing against arguably the best team in the world.
Oh yeah, it's an honor to be here in any job. I am honored to be here as an announcer and a skater as well. We're about to start the next jam number 18. That is Scald Eagle against Mort.
Eagle taking the inside line. And Tracy Akers diverting the attention of the Wales blockers. Recycling Mort will stash the star, but then she's enveloped in this shroud of mystery courtesy of Sexy Slady. Scald Eagle just taking care of things, but you see the skirmish in the top of the 1-2 turn. Scald Eagle coming through and will call off the jam.
2 quick Grand Slams taking them to 436 points. 5 minutes on the jam clock. On the game clock.
Wow, that would be an awfully long jam, Muffin.
It sure would.
I think there might be a star pass in there somewhere because you'd just be exhausted. Jen Kill for Team Wales against Satan's Little Helper. Satan's Little Helper getting some help to the outside, courtesy of the blocking of Asia Gare. But out in front as your lead jammer from Team Wales is number 17, Jen Kill. Jen Kill taken out by Satan's Little Helper, but Jen Kill able to kick it into turn 1, now to turn 2 with the assistance of a 3-wall. A 4-wall awaits Jen Kill of Carmen Getsom, Asia Gare.
That is the first lead jam status for Team Wales, and the crowd is going crazy.
And a penalty called, so only 4 blockers out there for Team USA. Jen Kill trying to move around Asia Gare. Asia Gare, and it's a power jam opportunity for Team Wales. 1:06 to go in the jam. Asia Gare back there along with number 4, Jess Rivas. That she breaks through! Get out the rye bread and the mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time for Wales. And another!
She's the 3rd jammer to score any points for Team Wales, but she is so far the high scorer of that team. 9 points so far scored by Jen Kill.
Jen Kill down on her knees, trying to readjust herself, trying to find that last gasp effort. Cutting the track, called against Team USA, another power opportunity. 5 seconds in this jam, and listen to the crowd for Jen Kill.
Oh, what a great final jam of this game. Great opportunity for Team Wales to score 14 points in that last jam, taking them to 21. Triple 4s for Team USA in roller derby. Look at that play, look at her get through on the inside, that great instant replay. We have a blackjack for Team Wales, and the crowd is on their feet.
And timeout is called by Team Wales. They want to savor every single moment of that one. What a beauty, as they would say over here on this side of the pond. I can't say across the pond because we're actually here.
So it will be a power start. Look, Satan's Little Helper finishing out her penalty from the last jam. Two power jams in a row for Team Wales. And let me take a moment to pay some bills. Don't forget on Twitter, you can follow us at Derby World Cup and at Rainy City Roller Derby. On Instagram, at Roller Derby World Cup, at Rainy City Roller Derby, hashtag RDWC 2018. The S1 Lifesaver Helmet, next level protection. S1, the official helmet of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. And some more money, Roll Line, the Italian skating experience since 1999. And we are starting with jam number 21. That is Satan's Little Helper still in the penalty box. And more jamming for Team Wales.
Sexy Slady, V Diva, baller shot caller. In wrestling terms, they'd be the heels right now. They're the ones that are trying to keep Mort at bay.
Power jam is over, tiptoeing and sprinting as she goes for lead jammer status. That is Satan's Little Helper.
Mort with a star stash. Satan's Little Helper pushes Mort back into the triangle of death there. You skate in, you don't come out. As V Diva anchoring the tripod.
And playing a little leapfrog with Mort. Mort's back up on her feet, returning back to the jam line.
Just under a minute to go in jam 21. This half with a slightly slower pace, but Wales taking every moment of this half as one for the memory books.
The jam is called. 10 points scored by Satan's Little Helper on that run. 4:55 for USA Roller Derby Team Wales. 21 points. Blackjack for Team Wales. And we have a minute on the game clock.
And Lauren Much takes the track after 11 jams, coming into this jam with 123 points, the leading scorer. Folks, if you're watching around the world, from coast to coast in the United States and here in Great Britain, UK, and everywhere else, talk about this one online, hashtag RDWC. Thank you so much for being with us. We've got 30 on the game clock, 1:43 on the jam clock. Lauren Much is your lead jammer, going up against Boris, who has jammed more times than any other Wales jammer.
Lauren Much, dodging around to the outside lane for 5 more points. That is 2 Grand Slams for Lauren Much. Boris held up. Boris, yes, through the inside on their initial pass. And the jam is called. 14 points total for Lauren Much. Unofficial score, 21 for Wales, 469 for USA Roller Derby.
The score on the screen does not tell the story. The spirit and love of the game from Team Wales absolutely showed against the experience, effort, and sheer determination of a team that may be destined to win a world championship in USA Roller Derby. Wales point scorers, their leading point scorers, Jen Kill with 14, Boris with 4, Chantel with 3. Those will be 21 of the most memorable points in Wales Roller Derby history right there.
Oh, for sure, great game. They played with so much heart, and they have some of the best fans I've seen so far this tournament.
Leading scorers for USA Roller Derby, Lauren Much with 137 points, Bonnie Thunders with 99, Satan's Little Helper with 86. For our producer Archie and my partner Muffin Tumble, this is Cecil B. Puff Daddy wishing you a wonderful good afternoon from Manchester. The final score, USA Roller Derby 469, Team Wales 21. We'll see you down the road as the road to Manchester is finally here. It's the Roller Derby World Cup 2018.
Join the WFTDA in supporting UN Women and the One Win Leads to Another campaign through our new giving program, We Believe. One Win Leads to Another uses sports to develop leadership and economic skills in young women and girls. We believe roller derby can change the world. To learn more, go to WFTDA.com/donate.